Hey everyone, this is Patrick Schultz here, and I wanted to do a quick Facebook Live. It's actually my very first one for my private practice. So one of the questions that I get all the time from people and couples is, how do I talk to my spouse about coming in for couples counseling and getting that conversation going? So I wanted to give you 5 quick tips on how you can maybe sit down and actually start talking to your spouse or your significant other about wanting to come in for therapy and working together to kind of create that relationship that you're really wanting. So here we go. First and foremost is, just ask to sit down and talk. I know it sounds, pretty basic and pretty simple, but that's a great thing to do, is just talk to your spouse and say, hey, we need to sit down. I got some things I want to talk to you about. Number 2, explain your concerns. Tell your spouse what it is that you are having a problem with. Make sure you use I statements. I feel, I think, I'm upset about, I'm concerned about, those kinds of things. That helps to kind of decrease the tension. It's already going to be a hard conversation to begin with for both of you. So making sure that you're using those I statements and really explaining what your concerns are to your spouse about the relationship. Number 3, ask for their input. Ask what they think about the situation. Do they feel that your communication is having a problem? Do you feel or do they feel that maybe intimacy is lacking and it's not the same as what it was, that you guys are just not as close as what you used to be? By getting their input, you're getting their feedback and you're getting them to buy into why it is that you think they should do couples counseling with you. So bring up your plan at that point. Tell them, hey, I've been looking into couples counseling. I think this would be a great idea for us to look into. Would this be something you'd be willing to do? Then step 4 is the perfect transition into that, which is really explaining what the benefits are. Why do you think that this would be helpful to your relationship? It's going to increase communication. It's going to help increase the intimacy. It's going to make things better for you. Really giving them a buy-in of why couples counseling and taking that big step would be a good thing. And then last but not least, sit down and talk to your spouse about picking out a couples counselor together. Maybe you guys look at Psychology Today, you talk to some friends, you maybe get some feedback from other people, or you happen to stumble across my page or something like that. If your spouse doesn't want to do that, then maybe give some suggestions and reach out. Say, hey, I've contacted this therapist. I think this would be a really good fit for us. Could you come in with me maybe just once or twice to see if that would work for us? So I hope this was helpful. Thank you guys for bearing with me on my first Facebook Live video. Again, let's kind of just review those 5 tips about how to sit down with your spouse. So number 1, ask to sit down and talk. Number 2, explain those concerns about your relationship and what you want to work on, really making sure that you're using those I statements. Number 3, asking for input. Getting them to buy into what it is that you're saying, asking for them to say what their concerns are, or if they agree with what your fears and your worries are about the relationship. Number 4, explain the benefits of what couples counseling will do for you guys and how that's going to help. And then number 5, pick out the counselor together. Give some suggestions of somebody that you found. Ask them to, if they'd be willing to come in and see that first appointment and really try things out to see if that would be a good fit for the two of you. So I hope this was helpful. Please post in the comments below if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, anything like that. I'll be absolutely more than happy to answer them. Thanks so much, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.